Frugal living videos have been one of the most successful videos I put out consistently on this channel. They're not only just popular on my channel, but they're popular across YouTube with over like 100 and something thousand videos made on the topic. So why is this such a popular video topic, and why are so many people drawn to this? I mean, there's nothing glamorous about paying less or making sure that your budget is balanced and so on and so forth.
A penny saved is still a fucking penny. It doesn't solve your problem. How would that saving a few $100s, you put it in mutual fund stock market, at the end of the day, it's still not a lot of money. It is still not enough to do anything significant, to buy anything significant, to invest in anything significant in your life. What you need is this. More. How do you make more? This does not solve your problem.
He's right, but there's still something a little bit deeper to being frugal and living this way and cutting down on your expenses every single month. There are a few reasons why being frugal is so darn useful for people and their lives, especially when they are starting out. So I'm going to give you these reasons, and then at the end give you my personal golden rule for frugal living. Number one is that if you are going through your life and you continue to spend everything that you make, you're not really moving in any direction. Even if you make more money in general, it just widens your position rather than advancing you further on into life, onto greater and better things, possibly being able to invest in your future and pay for larger things. You just kind of stay where you're at, except you have more things and stuff. Even worse is when people take out debt because they have a larger paycheck and therefore they can financially pay for the interest over and over again, which is a very expensive proposition. And a lot of people get into this because I got a promotion, I can now go get that car at a higher value than the one that I have now and pay the interest for it because I can finance those payments. Number two, if you have no money whatsoever, it is very difficult to get to the point where you have some money. And so by having these frugal habits throughout your month and your year and getting to that point where you can start building up wealth and moving in the correct direction to a better life that's a little bit more stable financially, you need to start cutting down. And having these frugal habits pushes the bar down from, up here where your spending habits were, or, where you'd like them to be, cutting them down. The gap between how difficult it is to get to some money is reduced greatly. This is incredibly important for those that are in that, really low echelon with no money, because it's so difficult because they're cut out from so many institutions. For example, people were complaining about the new stores that are opened by Amazon that were supposed to be completely cashless and payless, and you wouldn't swipe, you just go in, grab your stuff and leave, and it charges you because the poor individuals would not have access to these stores. Things like this are consistent throughout all of society, making it very, very difficult to break into that having some money. Many of the millionaires out there never really did anything intentionally to get to that point. They unwittingly followed very, very frugal lifestyles, budgeted their money, and did very not so risky investments and whatever, and ended up getting to that point where they had saved enough money and it had just tumbled through until they were actually at that millionaire mark. The habits that they used aren't that difficult to emulate to get to that exact same point, making it a very powerful combination. And my personal golden rule for frugal living is say no to purchases until saying yes doesn't matter. So this means two things at once, I guess. It means put off your purchases until later because you might not even care about the product. And then put it off until you have the money so that it doesn't matter to your budget. It doesn't make any financial burden on you when you get that new item, laptop, computer, going out to eat or whatever on that vacation. Make sure that it doesn't strain your budget. Say no until it absolutely doesn't matter when you say yes. If you're interested in more frugal videos, we have one right here, which is all about replacing expensive items, and then one down below on frugal living habits. This has been my recall, and thank you for watching.